What's up? What's up? Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. What's up? Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Tonight we are doing a session with Positivity Water for college athletes who are interested in learning about the NIL program and how you all can work with them. And shout out to everyone in the building. I see Tuskegee checking in. Let us know where you're checking in from, what organization you represent, and if you all have any questions, feel free to ask as well. If you all know any college athletes who are interested in being a part of the program and just want to learn more, definitely feel free to tag them into this live and share this with them. So we have Positivity Water joining us shortly. What's up? Welcome in, everyone. I saw somebody from Cali checking in. What's up from Cali? Tiffany Brooks. What's up, everyone? Let me see. What's up? Welcome in. All right, there goes Positivity Water. Hey, Mr. Hall, checking in from Fayetteville State. What's going on? What's going on? All right, Water on the line now. Thank you all for joining us once again. All right. There they go. Hey, David, what's going on?
What's happening?
Yes, welcome in, welcome in.
Oh, yeah, check it out, check it out, those degrees. Go, Michigan. That's my degree. So this is what my kids made me. Congrats, Daddy, is when I get, 5 workouts in a row. If you get 5 workouts in a row, you get congrats, Daddy. I didn't get that this week, so it goes down.
I mean, it's the thought that counts. I love the motivation from the kids.
Exactly.
Well, maybe, they'll get you to get it next week. So.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
how you doing?
Welcome in, everyone. Like you said, like I said, this is our live. We're going live with Positivity Water, and we're going to be talking about the college athlete NIL program. And David here, he's the founder of Positivity Water. He's also a business attorney as well. I'll give him a chance to introduce himself. But if you all have any questions about the program or about Positivity Water in general, definitely feel free to drop those in the chat or in the question box. So I'll let you go ahead and kick it off, David.
Well, thanks for having me on. This has been a fantastic journey. I was minding my own business before July 1st happened. And after July 1st, the story of my interaction with the team Positivity, my staff, the execution of the staff was amazing. And I actually was in Antigua for a week, but we've been able to connect with over 850 athletes in our application program and process them and be able to have some touch point. We want to obviously get to all of them, but for right now, we're just having touch points with them. And to share some of the updates with you, I'm excited. So I can't wait to talk.
Yes. We've been having these great conversations. Typically on Thursday nights, we do our business talks, but I'm like, why don't we, have a couple sessions on the NIL program and just giving a little bit of information to even athletes who, just came out. What was it, July 1st that they announced it for the athletes? Okay.
That's correct.
And NIL is name, image, and likeness.
Right. That was going to be a test of what does NIL stand for. But boom, you got it. So I was following this angle just because I'm a sports guy and I'm a lawyer, and I'm following this angle of what's happening with the compensation of the player. I went to school with the Fab Five and with Desmond Howard, and I watched individuals build a brand at Michigan. And I had a great time. By the way, give us our banners back. I had a great time. But in watching that, I was always curious about when it was obvious that they should be compensated given the people wearing the jerseys, shouldn't somebody get some money? And they're like, no, not only are you not going to get money. Can you hear me?
Okay, you broke up a little bit, but I think you're back now. You're kind of still, let me see.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Okay.
All right, I went to the Wi-Fi. That should fix it.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to the.
Let me see. Okay. You're a little. Oh, let me see. I think you went away again. Okay. Okay, maybe it's connecting to the Wi-Fi. But if you're just joining in, welcome in. We're talking with Positivity Water. Okay, you're back. You're back. Okay, there you go. Okay.
Hear me now?
Okay. Yep. That's good. That's good. Yep.
All right. Where'd I leave you?
We were just starting to. I think you were saying something about banners, and we were. No, wait.
Oh, no. So anyway, yeah, I went to school with the Fab Five and Desmond Howard. They did a great job in representing the school. The school benefited, and I think that they should have benefited. But so I've watched the laws. The laws started in California and Florida. It's kind of a race to July 1st. And then all of a sudden, the NCAA was left with this decision that there was going to be a competitive advantage in 2 states. So they said, all right, everybody, which opened the floodgates. I thought it was very interesting that I had an opportunity to have a Black-owned company starting off in bottled water and be able to participate in something like the kickoff. Oh, it's my family. Hey, I'm on the Instagram Live, so quiet. That's all right. Inside out. Anyway, so in the process of watching that, I thought it'd be interesting to have a relationship with players that could represent us launching out on July 1st. So I reached out to some local trainers that I know, great character, Coach Brown. And I said, you know, we're always looking for some solid representatives. And he introduced me to Jakor and to Mike, Jakor Pearson and Mike Harley Jr. And in that introduction, we decided on July 1st, we would just have a graphic edit and have a, NIL deal, right? It's just a little simple 1-pager and have fun with it, right? This is July 1st. You guys are young, good athletes. So we signed a deal, and the next day our staff has Instagram. So I know that sometimes we all jump on it, but the whole staff has it. So I don't answer everybody's questions. I don't know who you're talking to. It could be me, it could be somebody else. Just be nice, and they're going to be nice to you. So, and the phones go off, right? And I thought it was weird, and they said the players, I think, posted a picture in Instagram. I said, oh, wow. Like, well, what's going on? At first I thought the fans maybe were not happy. Like, what are you doing? You know, so I'm like, uh-oh. Or the coaches, right? Because coaches, I'm not sure. And the eligibility. I mean, I made sure it was all done, but you're still nervous. But it was other athletes reaching out to us, asking, hey, I would like to do something. And we accepted their, positivity offer because we're, our brand. You want to be part of us? We appreciate the energy. We're going to take in some information from you. So we started with emails. Let's give them an email so people can contact us, and quickly the email box filled up. And so then we developed a process, and if you're in business, it's called the Customer Relation Management Software, CRM. And these CRMs process people through your business. So you hire the CRMs, or you get the CRM software, and there's a way to collect a lot of data. And then once you collect data, you can sort data, and that matters later. But if a person only has to put in data one time, then you can collect the data and use it for a lot of different purposes, especially if the data came from the source, which is the person putting it in. So we did that. We built it so everybody could put something in, and we can receive information from them and give them a little bit of positivity back in exchange for that information. And so all of a sudden we grew, and grew and grew, and it was 100. Then there was 200 applicants, then 300, and then it went all the way to, it's up to 850, I think now. And it's awesome. We want to be able to engage with them all, but you can't do it at the same time.
Right.
So you have to develop ways to engage with them other than directly, right? And how to multiply yourself across your entire staff. Because the more people who think like you and believe what you believe and act and behave the way you behave, the better chance you have of engagement across all platforms. One person on your staff is having a bad day, everybody they touch is having a bad day. If that person's having a positive day, everybody has a positive day.
Yes.
So that's the kind of culture you have to build. And CRM management helps that culture because now you have a way to share information between staff. So that's, you had a question?
Yeah, someone had a question. Shop42C that asked, what CRM do you use?
It is called Zoho. That's a good question. There's a lot of them out there. So I am a top level guy, and there are people we've hired, IT people, and our wonderful chief marketing officer, Shah Ross, but she's more than that. We had to give him a title though, right? You have to give people a title, but she's more than that. So we're able to use that, and it has components, it has apps. So people who are not technology smart, think of a CRM as a phone, okay? You have an iPhone, you have an Android, whatever, and you have apps for those phones. That's all the CRM system is a phone, and then they give you a bunch of apps to use depending on what you're trying to execute in your business. If you're heavy into inventory, they have inventory apps. If you're heavy into social media, they have social media apps. And you got to kind of pick the right combination of apps to collect the data for use for what you're trying to do. In our case, we're trying to get their positive moment. We're trying to get their outrageous goal. So we could customize what you're trying to get in the data. So that's what the CRM does, and that's we use Zoho.
Yeah. And I see Jamaican Sunshine asks, would love to obtain greater information in our discussion. Please share email address. Okay.
Yeah, it's all here. We have let's talk about this. I give all the secrets because we have to know. If you don't know, then how can you go? But it's nil.positivitywater.com. I think we put it in the.
Oh yeah, let me type it and pin it. Neil. Wait.
Yeah. So if you go to NIL.positivitywater.com, you'll be able to pull up the all the information you need, including contact. So there's a bazillion ways to get in contact with us because we have excellent staff. Anyway, in going through this process, though, the connections and the relationships you meet and is important. And the reason they're important is because you got to try to develop trust with a lot of people in a short amount of time. So all of a sudden you have 1,000 people that you want to make sure that they understand what you believe in a short amount of time before they go to something else. Because, it'll be, I'm going to this company. So you have to actually have an engagement mechanism. And it's just fascinating to watch how my team does it and how they personalize it. We call ourselves the Black Chick-fil-A. You just go make it right and fix it.
Okay.
So we don't call ourselves that for real. Chick-fil-A. Don't be sending me no cease and desist letter. I'm just kidding. Yeah, right. We get it.
Yeah, and I see once again, for those of y'all just joining us, we are talking to David Walker, attorney David M. Walker, who's the owner of Positivity Water here. It's Black-owned alkaline water company here. So tonight we're having a college athlete NIL information session. So if you all have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat box, or maybe even if you got some questions about business. We just talked about CRM. So if you all have a question about something like that, feel free to drop that in as well. Let's see. Okay, the Letworks asks, how many Black-owned waters are there? So I want to ask you, David, because obviously there's a lot of water companies, and probably a lot of Black-owned. But what's the positivity difference?
I don't know what makes us different is we're about a mindset. So Star Walker Industries developed brands about a mindset. Integrity is our spring and purified brand. It comes in a 24-pack, 500 milliliters. You find it in grocery stores, places like that. And that's sort of like, the mindset that we have in our household. It's about doing the right thing when no one's looking. And it's really hard to do. You have to kind of be accountable to yourself to have integrity. You know what's right. And so one of the first things that I grew up with was litter. I would never litter. If I missed the trash can, I'd go back and get it. It's like, that's integrity, right? I just couldn't live with myself. Like, man, I know I'm supposed to put it in the trash, and I go back and get it. But I felt good that I made that choice. And so integrity is one of the brands. And then positivity is, besides its obvious implication, the story of how the word came to be is interesting. We were just bottling integrity nationally, and we had conversations about water. I was new to it still, meeting people, and I would meet women who were into like organic health and fitness, or knew someone was battling illness, and they would ask me about alkaline water, and they would say, I want to bring a big jug of alkaline water and buy it at a 5-gallon quantity. And they asked me, how come you don't have it? And these women were all very positive. They were, big personalities, positive women. So it was natural to call it positivity. It's like they just were positive. I don't know, just positivity. So when we had the brand and we partnered with our bottling company, positivity was the natural fit. But black water companies, this is not straight from the question. Black water companies. So there's, the question is, at what segment of the stream of water between the earth and your stomach are we talking about, right? So all the water comes from the earth. And then once it comes from the earth, it gets processed. So spring water is processed once. Somebody took it out the ground, ran it through a system, and put it into your bottle. If you get water out of a bottle, it was processed once. Okay. So unless you're going and put your mouth in a stream, this earth, that's the earth to your stomach, correct? Put your mouth in the stream and drink it. That's earth to stomach. If you want that, you know where to find it. You don't need anybody to tell you where to find that. However, the convenience sometimes of having not to put my face into the earth and pour it into my mouth is something that you're looking for. So positivity comes from the Smoky Mountains in Greenville, Tennessee, and they have a great source. And so we were able to partner with the bottler to deliver that source. Our level in the chain is the person that processes it. After the company that processes it, we deliver it to a distribution center. We have that segment from the bottler to the distribution center. The segment from the distribution center down to the individual stores is a whole nother segment of pipe with a whole different segment of people. And there are Black people moving up our segments, right? So the segment of buying it, we're obviously down there and obviously drinking it. So what I'm in the segment of is right before the earth. So the question you have to ask is, who are the people who have a processing plant that pulls it from the earth? That Black segment, okay? That Black segment has very little people, but it has a lot of Black people. There's a lot of Black people who can process water out of the earth and put it into a bottle. So there's a lot of those companies all around because you can have different size machines. You have machines that can produce it at 3 gallons an hour. You have machines that can produce it at, 10 gallons an hour. And then you have people who can do a little bit faster. So when you talk about mass production, that's the part where we're out. So you're talking about generating 2 truckloads a day, or not even 2 truckloads, let's say 10. We're not playing at the mass production level, proportionately. That's the gap we're missing. There's not a lot there. So we are concentrating on building that gap in Black companies. But there's a lot of people who do private label. Private label is when somebody bottles it and they put your label on it and you sell it to somebody else. That's another version of the pipe. Now, there's a lot of those. A lot of the people that sell you water aren't the ones that are pulling it out of the earth, except for some of the newer ones now. In Clean Water, for example, here in Georgia, they actually are taking it out, bottling it, shrink wrapping it, and growing it. So I went up to their facility They have a great operation. I love Ali. Shout out to King. Listen, and this water business is so big. We're friends. I mean, like this. Everybody drinks water. So I mean, like, hey, don't infringe on my water customer. That doesn't make any sense. If you see King Water, buy it. If you see Positivity, buy it. I promise. If we see us both together, then you're invited out for dinner. So, the idea is you're going to buy water. You're going to see it in multiple choices throughout your life. So you want to always encourage each other and share information in our industry. We talked about things like putting together these segments, like saying to the people who are in each segment, hey, let's talk and build our own line. We're using positivity and integrity as a way of doing that at Star Walker Industries. That's what makes us different.
I love it, and I love how you say we're all friends. Like, it's no, I'm not going to tell you. Like, you literally just sat here, and it's interesting because, and I know this is isn't like a strictly business talk, but I think this is important for people on the line because this can, to any industry. Like, you can support each other and still be successful. It's not about, oh, I sell water, so don't buy his water. It's like it's enough for everyone to win. So I love that. I saw we did have a few comments. Okay, Mama just said she tried the water and loved it. Okay, shout out to you. That's great water. And if you're just joining us, welcome in. We're talking to David Walker, who's the owner of Positivity Water, and we're talking about the college athlete NIL program and what they offer athletes. And we're talking about business in between too. But and I see. Okay, thank you. I have NCAA football senior that's in the process of being a 2022 prospect. I'm Deborah Santos. Okay, welcome in, Deborah.
Well, I'm trusting you're reading this because I'm not. So,
I am.
Okay. I'm like, I don't see that, but that's fine. Whatever you say.
You can't see what's on the screen?
I probably can, but I just haven't been focusing in on it.
Oh, okay. No,
I've been trying to make sure my Wi-Fi doesn't go back out again.
Oh, no, I got you.
I'm like, am I frozen?
No, yeah, you're good. Yeah.
Okay,
good. I'm
gonna
make sure I get to everyone. I see. Hey, what's up? I see J Camp just checked in. Welcome in, J Camp. No, we do have another question.
J Camp, yay! What's happening? Yay! He bought in. I like it. So let's talk about. Are we ready to talk about the kids? I know we want to talk about the program, but I can't wait to talk about some of the kids.
Yeah,
not kids. Sorry, they're not kids. They're
the
young
players.
Entrepreneurs. They're young Black entrepreneurs, and we're getting it. And white and every other color, so it's not exclusive. So some people ask if you're a Black-owned company, and can I get in? It's just about positivity. Just so happened that we're all Black positive people. That's it. That's the standard to get in.
Someone actually asked a question which can lead into that. Shop for TC that asks, how do you go about accommodating the players, and do they get a percentage of sales or hold a discount on hold a discount on purchase?
Okay, fair question. And you guys know the same problem I had. This was a new law in a new land in a new era in which no one has ever done before. Before July 1st, there's not one college athlete on this planet that has sold a product legally, right? So let's keep that 100%. So when you're dealing with a new business, a new culture, a new everything, from a business perspective, you need data to analyze your decisions about cash. You do. You can't just be like, oh, this sounds new, give people money. You will lose your money if you do that. You have to be able to assess value and energy and back and forth. How much energy they're bringing, how much value is it to you? And then you have to kind of choose how you allocate that. The players get a link for how much energy they bring to positivity and get a commission of it. So the idea is that, hey, if you bring energy like that, here's a link. People will click your link, and then you can bring energy to yourself. And if you should be paid for that. Okay? That's the first premise. And I don't care how much you're an All-American or you had how many push-ups in camp. I don't care about that. I don't care about any of that. All I care about is, are you engaged with the product and stand for the principles? The people that we have in this program have bought into it because they've completed an application that told me they bought into it. They went through a process that asked them what's their most popular life, what's their most outrageous goal. And because of that, they have created a connection with us. And so, and we enjoyed it. We're having a good time with it. And it's a slow, long process. I mean, we're going to, a lot of people to meet, but each person has been engaging, sharing information, showing them how to form LLCs, showing them how to, think about franchising, tell them how to set up a subsidiary, parent companies. This is natural for me. I can do this in my sleep and still watch the games. So, for me, this has been a great experience, and I'm looking forward to keeping it going too. Mm-hmm. Hey, Carlos is on there. That's right. All right. I see some people pop up, I guess, and they do the mention. What's happening?
We have another question here.
Oh, here. Oh, that's a good question. I see that. What makes bottle taste differently? I hear minerals and other substances. Good question. All right. So total dissolved solids. That's the answer to some of the question is, what makes it sort of different in terms of positivity's taste versus other alkaline waters or water in general. So remember when I told you that water that's processed from the ground is all processed from the ground into a bottle? Well, that's called spring water. So when you drink spring water, it's water that was processed once out the ground into the bottle. When you drink purified water, that's water that was processed twice before it went into the bottle. It got processed once out of the ground by the city, okay? Once it hit the city, they call it municipal water. And what you heard in Flint is the worst case of municipal water, okay? So I don't want to talk about that, not yet. But anyway, that's the process of municipal water, is the water comes out and it goes into a municipal. From there, the municipality sends water to everybody, to you, to me, and then it goes into your stomach. So they're processing it for us. They're saying, I got this, clean it, send it to you. They put their own mix to it, and that's what you get out of your faucet. And they have their own standards. There are companies who take that water just like you. Those companies are processing it again. They're doing a process called reverse osmosis, stripping out everything and then adding their minerals back to it to make whatever resulting taste they would like. That's why the drinks that you drink taste the way they taste. It's just the way it's been processed, right? Okay. Positivity is processed out of the Smoky Mountains and starts with a good base. And a good base of water and processed through a municipality, but a municipality that's used to processing, mountain water, right? And then through a bottler who some of the engineers that were my clients helped to build their plants. That's how I got into the engineering part. So it's processed twice, but they add minerals to it and electrolytes to get the pH level up. So if you can only have to tweak it a little bit to get to 9.5 for people who want, high alkaline, high pH water, 9.5, that's pretty good. So from their perspective, it's like, this is what I want to drink. I have a high alkaline diet. I like it. I like it because of the taste. Like, I didn't know anything about it. And I drank it and I was like, this is good. And then positivity turned out to be great. They have a great total dissolved solid record in mineral count. So that's great. I love it. And so if it tastes good, you feel good, and think positive, drink positivity.
So wait, okay, so I just want to recap that, because honestly, like, that's something I've always wondered. Like, you go in the aisles, and before I really got into the alkaline water, you see the spring water and the purified water, and of course, you always notice the spring water is always like sold out. So you said, okay, the spring water is distilled. Well, I don't know if you said.
Well, processed once.
Processed, okay.
Yes,
processed
from the earth into a bottle, one time.
Okay, one time. And then purified water is processed twice.
Correct.
Okay, so
first by the municipality and then by a bottler.
Okay, so does that make the spring water technically, the purified water, better than the spring water? I mean, does drinking it out of the stream make it better or worse than drinking it out the bottle? I mean, it's like, it depends on what you want for the time and where you're at. Like, if you're at a park, whatever, drink some water. I mean, how many people are going to be in that level between spring and purified is very small, which is why purified market is just surged past spring. Like in the 80s and 90s, it was 90% spring.
And then the purified water market came in, and I think it's now like 70% purified water. A couple of things you should take note of is because the processing sometimes with spring water, the FDA regulates how much you can process it and still not be a double processor, right? So there's a sort of like, hey, wait a minute, you're really a double processor in one building. So the FDA regulates what you can do and still say it's spring water. But the same equipment of bottling is in the same facility. So if the same facility can generate spring water and purified water, one source is from what we pull. They don't like pull up to the next to the lake and just stick a hose in and pump it out and bottle it. People think like they pump it out into a container, goes into a storage container on a facility, and the facility pumps it out into the line that fills up the bottle. Okay. So the spring water, so a facility can have spring and purified at it. One line they're taking from the city, the other one they're taking from the pumped in or driven in or whatever spring, and they're processing it once over here and then twice on the right, or once from the city. And then they go through and they put it into the bottles and they run it in shifts. So that's why you can, the difference is becoming so nominal. It's like a matter of choice. So, but most facilities are doing both.
This is good. This is good. Oh, hey, Deacon 51. She said City Punch. Oh, I think she was saying that when you were talking about the like the city water, the municipal water.
Oh, Flint.
Let's see. Okay. Fox, he asks, can you drink water with no minerals, or because the spring water is processed once, it requires minerals?
Yeah, so so water with like nothing in it is basically distilled water, right? It's just if you wanna drink distilled water, you can. I mean, I mean, people have to judge their own taste of what they like. At the end of the day, you know, water is water is water. And we all should drink more water. Yeah. So we're really talking about a small slither of the, you know, decisions we have to make every day. But when it comes to you know, drinking on a day basis, you got to go what makes your body feel good. If you start to waver off too far, you want to talk to a doctor. I mean, you don't want to get too far into drinking distilled water, you know, all the time, I guess. So, but that's some of those things that you have to be careful of anyway in life. I think that anytime you're dealing with the process of putting water out of the ground into a bottle, you got to trust the source. And you got to trust the way the source thinks and processes. That's what we're trying to do at Starwalker, is build trust with our community base and trust that when we're building it the right way. The right people have been hired to represent your right interest. And that's water is built upon trust, not upon money, not upon, you know, all these other things. It's built upon trust from the source into my stomach.
Okay, and I want to get to I want to get back. You know, let's touch on that.
It's a lot.
I know it's a lot, and you know, I know this is your field, so I'm like, wow, I'm learning some new things here. But I want to, so let's get back to the to the athletes, right? And so
yes.
I want to get into and maybe of course, you know, maybe in the next section we'll bring because I was like, dang, I should have actually yesterday we could have brought.
No, I think we might have some. I think you might have some players on here. Did they raise their hand?
No one requested it, but if it's some players that are signed with Positivity,
okay,
I want to come on, or even I mean, if you are,
they're probably shy. All entrepreneurs are shy. I've known that as a business attorney. They're like, nah, my stuff is private. I don't want nobody to know what I'm doing. It's all good. It takes a lot of, you got to know what you're doing. You can't just talk for no reason. I'm talking to promote our players and our great positive athletes, but you know, that's okay. I try to figure out what they're asking and then help them any way that I can. So if they type it in, that's fine. If they don't show in, it's fine. Everybody just be happy. Just be happy.
It's fine, yeah. And for those of y'all, if y'all are just checking in with us, welcome in. We're talking to David here, David and Walker, who's the owner of almost knocked mine over, of Positivity Water here. So we're talking about the college athlete NIL program. Yeah, I gotta get my shirt. I keep saying that, Positivity Water shirt.
Yeah. Put it in the chat. We see how the team executes.
Yeah. It's, I need a shirt. I need my positivity shirt for the next one. Okay, someone is requesting here. Let's see if he's one. I'm not sure. Famous Tyree. I let him on. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Oh, and someone. Oh,
Hey,
What's happening?
now Matt.
How you doing, man?
Great.
There it
oh, there
is.
you go.
Whoop, there it is.
All
Whoop,
right.
there it is. So listen, tell them about your experience with the company from the first time you engaged us. I'm interested to hear as well.
I would say the communication level is consistent. Like they respond immediately with everything. They help you no matter what. Like any question you could ask, you can just DM the page. Usually, like with a page with a blue check, they be acting bougie. But you can DM them anytime you want, whenever, and they will respond to you.
I love. Okay, now first, I want you to introduce yourself and let us know what school you at and how you even came across positivity.
My name is Tyree Jackson. I go to Edward Waters University in Jacksonville,
Mm-hmm.
and I came across positively from one of my friends. And ever
Okay.
since I've been team positivity. After every workout, you know what I'm drinking on.
Okay, right. Positivity. Okay, and then what sport do you play?
I play football.
Football. Okay. Well, shout out to you. Yeah.
Catch it. What
I,
position you play?
I play D tackle.
Oh yeah, you should have been jumping all into the screen to get the rock.
Yes, sir.
This should
I,
this should make you happy. Get the rock, get the rock.
I
That's
see.
awesome.
We got another player checking in, so I want to have a little bit of discussion. Let me see. Geo
All
50.
right, my man. Thanks for
All right.
coming on.
Oh
He
no,
said,
no, no, no. He can stay. He can stay on.
Oh, you can
Yeah,
stay. You can add multiples.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We can do 4 people. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Let me sit
yeah.
back. Let me sit back then. Let me sit back.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. We actually got two more. Let's see. Yeah, we'll have a little group discussion here. It'll be fun.
Okay. Well, I want them to talk. I've talked enough.
Okay. Let's
How you
see.
doing?
that's my boy right there that put me on the positivity.
Uh-oh. Okay. Well, what's your name? Introduce yourself, sir.
Latrell Allen.
Travis.
Latrell Allen. LATRELLALLEN.
Oh, okay, Latrell. Okay. Okay. All right. And what school? You at Edward Waters as
Yes,
well?
ma'am. Edward Waters
Okay.
University.
All
I'm with
right. And
Tyree.
both of you all are signed with positivity, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I want to ask you two gentlemen. So first of all, how does it feel to be signed with Positivity Water? We heard from Tyree. Let's hear from you, Latrell.
Say it again.
Oh no, I was asking, how does it feel to be signed with Positivity Water?
I mean, like it's like a dream come true. Like coming from like a kid who would never think that somebody would actually like want to have me promote their brand and like be there for them. It's just like a dream come true.
I
Like
love.
being able to like present something and also like y'all show a lot of love.
I
Like
love
I
it.
appreciate that. I'm just
So
waiting on my coach to sign it. I'm just waiting on my NIL thing. I got the email the other day.
Hey, no. I need to bring that up. I need to bring that up. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you stay eligible. Now
Oh
listen,
yeah, of course,
there's one thing to have water. There's another thing to have tuition paid.
Yes, sir.
Do not get it twisted, right?
Yes,
I
sir.
try to tell everybody, take your time. We're
Yeah, I'm
not
doing work
going
right now.
anywhere. We got nothing else to do. We got nothing else to do. Get it right at your
I'm doing
school.
work right
We'll
now.
be here. It's all good. And we're enjoying it. And take your time, man. I'm glad you're on Team Positivity. I appreciate you coming on.
No problem. Thank you.
Yep.
I think Tyra, I think he fell off. Maybe he'll come back. But so I want to ask you, Latrell. So
Okay.
and I know David, you gave a good explanation earlier. You were saying that when it comes to when someone was asking the question, like what do the athletes, how do they benefit? And you said that they benefit from bringing, I think you said the energy to them, and then because of the energy, they get people to click the link, and then they get paid for it. So Latrell, I want to ask you, what are your plans on bringing that energy to yourself, your brand, and to positivity?
I'm gonna just like what I'm gonna do is like before the first. Like, I'm on Instagram, so like a lot of people look out for the football stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put it in my bio, and I'm also like put the link. Like I'm gonna ask you guys for like something to copy and paste, so I could just get that from you guys, and I can put that as my caption. So I'm gonna drop one of my football pictures, and I'm gonna add the positivity water thing to it as well. So I'm gonna also have multiple slides. People can see what it is, and they can be like, okay, I want to try.
Yeah.
Man, this is about to make me cry, dog. This is great. Like, to have an opportunity for a young man to come on and say this is something that he ever thought of and move in a direction of finding out a way how to market and engage and get with the product. That's what our team thinks of. That's what we think of at Positivity. And man, that's great to hear, man. Listen, you got a long way to go, bruh. But I'm not going to make a joke, right? You got to get to LLC. You got to set some things up. We got a long journey ahead of us. But,
Yes,
I trust you. You trust me. We trust each other. And that's all we can do today. So,
yes,
no, that's good, man. You're on your way. One step at a time. If you advance your business one step every day, just like you get better in practice, that's all you requires. It doesn't require a lot. Just one. I want to do 15 minutes towards my business today. I'm just going to look up the word LLC today. That's it. All right, I'm done with my business for the day. That's it. And don't put pressure on yourself to have all that stuff now. And then it'll add up. And then you're like, wait, I need more than the link. I need to do this. And now I got some other opportunities, build link trees. So a lot of people build a link tree to say, these are some of the things that I'm building to market myself. So in case you can set yourself up for other deals. Positivity doesn't want to be your own NIL deal. Right? We don't want to be your only one. We want to be the one that you use to catapult yourself into whatever category you're trying to get into by using us as a frame of reference. Well, next time you answer that question with the next company, you're going to be able to say, well, I started off with Positivity and I did a link and I did X, Y, and Z with that future to be held, right? But now you can at least say you've done it somewhere, and it's going to build your ability to just be an entrepreneur going forward. And so if I can create a lot of little micro entrepreneurs, I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
Okay. And Tyree Jackson just said his phone died.
Yeah.
It is late at night. It's at night.
Oh, there you go. There you go. We got it.
I'm sorry, my phone died.
Okay. We got your back. Okay. So, Tyree, I want to ask you the same question I just asked Lachelle. Was it Lachelle?
Latrell, L-A-T.
Oh, Latrell. Okay.
Latrell, yeah.
Latrell. Okay. So, what are your plans on bringing that energy to your brand and Positivity Water when you get back on campus?
I already started, to be honest. We're on campus right now. I done introduced my teammates to it. Today we had worked out on the field, did some conditioning. I even gave them a bottle. Everybody likes it because it has a unique taste. It doesn't taste nasty, and I don't even feel like I was dehydrated, honestly.
That's good. So, were you all already drinking alkaline water before Positivity, or is this your first introduction to it?
This is my first.
This was my first time.
This is my first.
Okay, this is good. So it's like you all get introduced to you getting the opportunity to become your own brand. Also, getting introduced to a healthy, good lifestyle. Yeah. I love it. I'm excited for you all. And shout out to everyone just checking in here in the comments here. I see a lot of people. Earl Champs, David and his team at Positivity have always been supportive of the community. Let's see who else.
Yay.
We got a lot.
And look, I have a live with more than just 2. I was worried about that. It's like, man, that 2 number is hard to get over. If you can get over 2, then you can start getting more than that. So if you can't get past 2, then it's in and out. So look, you got 21.
One of my teammates actually interested. He on here.
Yeah, he's just doing it right now. He just
tell him he has to put that application in nil.positivitywater.com, and then that kicks off the engagement process. Everything starts there. Ryan Thomas, he's our NIL director. He helps shepherd things through as well. And that all starts there. And that's the way everybody has the experience. Think of it like a roller coaster ride. And you have to wait in the kiosk. And you're like, all right, this better be worth it. And you're like, Mr. Walker, why is this taking so long? Why is this taking so long? But at the same time, we're dropping nuggets of education, giving you academies to go to, how to form LLCs, going to come in mass settings, Instagram lives, chats, emails, but the experience will gain itself. It's not an overnight process. It is something, though, I'm happy both of you have taken pride into. We love having you on board. And you know, we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun. You ready to get that rock? Ready to get the rock?
Tyree gonna drop it. Tyree gonna
You
drop
gotta
it.
get on there, boy. Get it.
Tyree
Tuck
gonna
it
drop
tight. They try to punch it out. Get it out. It's mine. I
I
love
love
it.
it. You know, I love this energy, and I love the fact too, David, that like you say, it's not just you're not just signing them on and just leaving them out to dry. You're actually educating them on
Yeah.
the business side of things, and really, you know, so it's like a family, you know. So I love it. I'm excited for you all, you young men on here. I'm excited for you
Thank
all.
you.
Um,
Thank you.
yeah, we're gonna go ahead. I think we got a few other people that want to join in, so we'll go ahead and swap you all out. And yeah, definitely thank you
Okay,
Okay.
all for
okay.
coming in.
You're welcome.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay. And then David too. Let's see. I saw. I think Fox was asking earlier. Is the water available in DC?
So the answer to everything is yes. The water is always available unless you're out of the United States. So you can the first way you can get it is through the positivitywater.com. Now you should use dollar back. Can you push hashtag dollar back in your
Hashtag dollar back. Okay.
yes. If you use hashtag dollar back, you'll see that we give the athlete $1 towards their end of the year bonuses. So they mentioned they were going to have a link that they will promote. They'll earn commission based upon the people that they connect with and buy through the link. That commission is directly related to the people who order through the site using that link or using their player's link. So that's the way to get it if you're anywhere. There's other option, Amazon, depending on the countries, part of the country, and then there's City Trends. City Trends has us in 100 of their 500 stores for now, but by the end of August, we might be in City Trends. So that in all 500. So if you live near City Trends in Jackson, right? There's City Trends in Jackson. If you live near City Trends, you'll be able to go buy it on the shelf and pick it up. It's a room temp. We have a battle about the room temperature versus chilled. Okay. So my position is the positivity water tastes so good, you just have it room temperature to savor the taste. Like,
It really
you
is.
know, just savor it and just enjoy it like a good steak. And if you put it in the fridge, it's like put an A1 on it, right? I'm not saying you don't put A1 on the steak. I'm saying you might put A1 on the next steak after you've opened the bottle or something, right? Like, okay, I had this one out. I'm gonna put it in the fridge, right? So the funny thing is, I ask people, do you like it room temperature or chilled? I think chilled still wins, but I think the room temperature people have a higher percentage than most people think. I think it's like, I would say about 30%.
Yeah, I see
Say,
someone in the chat here put room temperature for me.
yeah. So we're in the minority.
I
We're gonna
see.
fight though. We used to be at the zeros. Now we're moving up. As people learn more about water, we're moving up. And the reason you chill water is because it doesn't taste good. If you're honest with yourself, you go drink any water you buy room temperature and see what it tastes like. If you care what the water tastes like, do that. Just go buy some at the store and drink it room temperature.
Okay. Hey, we got some new athletes joining us. Introduce yourselves and let us know where y'all checking in from.
Hi, how you doing? My name is Kendrick Green. I go to Tuskegee University.
Okay, shout out to my
I
alma
work
mater,
there.
Tuskegee. What's up?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Jalen Brayboy, checking in for FAMU.
Okay, all right.
What's happening, fellas?
How you doing?
You ready for team positivity? Tell them what sport and positions y'all play.
Oh,
I play
football.
football on receiver, kick return, punt return.
Myself, I play football, offensive line.
Oh, okay. That's what I like. What you, no wait, I can tell you probably, you're a tackle. You tackle or guard?
Guard.
Guard. All right. I like it. Y'all ready for camp?
Yeah, start off in a week.
Woo! This is it. Then it's gonna be on. Make sure you have your positivity for camp.
Oh, most definitely. One for each day of the week.
I want to ask you all. Okay, so how did you all feel, or how does it feel being signed to Positivity Water, and even just this whole experience for you? How does it make you gentlemen feel?
It's a good opportunity to grow your brand and represent an actually good company that's worth representing.
Okay.
It feels
I'm sorry.
good. I felt like I wanted to be the first one for my HBCU to try to represent positivity would, try to make a difference. That's how I
Okay.
looked at it. And then it was a good opportunity. I'm glad I got a chance to get, a chance to be with you guys, partnership. So
Okay.
I'm gonna take full advantage of it.
Okay. Okay. So, what are some ideas that you all have, or maybe some plans that you all have to introducing positivity to the Tuskegee campus and family?
It's all about branding. So always like having it around, drinking it, of course. Maybe testimonials or just having it around and people looking at it because you don't really see positivity water just hanging around. So of course the ones that's signed to it have it. So it's like, what is that? What's the difference? Because alkaline water is more in style than the regular water, especially when you know the water, because all water don't taste the same.
It really.
So, so
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much what he said, just advertisement, try to take as many pictures as you can with it. It's pretty much just branding yourself as well. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know, once you want to go to that next level, we could build up the brand even bigger. People start to realize it, start to notice it, and then go from there.
Okay. All
One
right.
of the things that I like about the stories that these gentlemen are providing is that we try to not be intrusive with the athlete's pursuit of happiness. So a lot of times when they're making decisions about their brand, they'll try to take them off script to accommodate their business objective. For example, like Jaden, go to the car dealership and take a picture. Well, now he has to accommodate his pursuit of happiness to take a picture. So he has to be compensated when you have that movement of like, hey, but for this, I would have been going this way. So what we try to do is say, look, athletes, get your water. If you haven't got your water yet, it's coming, bro. Just trust me, it's coming. A lot of people, a lot of processes, CRMs, logistics, it's coming. Once the pipe gets going, it's going to flow. You're like, oh, the policy is flowing now. So, but to have them have it as part of their routine that naturally execute on. I'm naturally drinking water anyway. I'm actually looking to get hydrated. I have another option in my tool belt. Are they going to walk around in the game with it? Not likely. I guarantee you those stadiums will stop that. But the idea is that in their routine of being an athlete and being a student, they're going to have some water anyway. So I'm trying to encourage a lot of the students to look at the things that are in your pursuit of happiness that make sense for you as a product, and then be able to say that that's something I can now start to suggest I could do sponsorship in because I'm moving in this direction anyway. So that's an easy, low-hanging fruit for you entrepreneurs out there. Is I got some water, maybe it's some wristbands you like to use, maybe it's socks you like to wear, and start saying this is already what I'm doing. And when people pull you off, if you don't drink coffee, you probably shouldn't be pushing coffee. Like, it's not part of what your routine is. So it makes it harder because you're like, where am I going over here? So that's one of the things I would say is you two look for other and secure other deals. I think one of the important parts I want all the players to walk away with, lastly, is that you guys have so much more potential as a person. Did I lose you for a second? Than the schools you represent. Your schools you represent are fantastic universities. They educate people very, very well. They should, all the graduates, be very proud of yourself, as all the people on here are. So that's going to be there, but you have brand value that's sometimes separate and distinct from the schools you represent. And it's always been intertwined such that when that bond is broken in real life, you feel like you've lost a piece of yourself because you've been so intertwined with that brand. Now you get to say, hey, this is what I actually think and still help this school. And the right people with the right positivity and balance will be able to say, I can walk and chew gum. I can still be a great ambassador to this brand as well as be a great ambassador for myself. And so I want to encourage you to be, vigilant and think about opportunities. Keep your mind open, think positive, drink positivity. And it's been a pleasure being your leader, your head coach. You got some team captains out there I'm still securing, just like real recruiting. You got to talk to everybody and get the good team together. But I got a solid team. We'll have 800 students on campus this fall, having an excellent time with our brand.
Oh, yes. I'm excited for you all. Do you all have any other questions for David while you're on here, or anything else you all want to say?
I just want to say it was a good opportunity.
Yeah, I want to thank you too for the opportunity. You know, it's a blessing, and I also want to ask this one question I had. So with the people that's partnership with the brand, do we get like a discount, or do we get like as many as we want, or I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Fair question. So everybody who posts at least once a week will at least get a case a month. So if you post once a week, you'll get a case a month. Some people just want the water. Like, hey, look, I'm going to post and I'll get the water. We have a team that checks the social media. We have not gotten to second cases yet, all right? So I know people are blowing through their cases. When I say blowing through their cases, like, oh, where's the next one? However, and I know no one likes this, is that there is a shortcut to buy a case because we already have a built-in system that automates that process. But you're bringing up a good point. I'm going to have them issue a code, a discount for the athletes for themselves. Probably, well, no, our person's out till Monday. Monday, I'm going to have a code for everybody who's on Team Positivity that they can put in separate from your commission. That'll give you a discount on your positivity if you want it sooner than your monthly allowance. I think that makes sense. And I thank you for that suggestion.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, this is good. Okay.
Make sure you come to the homecoming or a couple games.
Yes, I'll definitely be there, of course.
Y'all know what homecoming come
I'm
to.
trying to miss a homecoming, but yeah. But yeah.
Y'all know which homecoming to come to.
Uh-oh, I like it now.
I've never been to FAMU, so I said as long as it's not the same weekend as Tuskegee, I'll check it out. But
well, hopefully we'll be able to make some tours. I wasn't planning on making a lot of tours this year, but I guess I might have to now. I'm having so many great relationships, and to be able to spread positivity and have it available at tailgates and have a good time, and people tell the story, because now people are enjoying good water at tailgate while you tell them this great story of his interaction. Like, oh, this dude, he's a business attorney. He, wants to get a Super Bowl trophy. He decided to form this company, and it's good water, and they're drinking it, going, oh, this is good. And you're like, where do you order it? Oh, hit my Instagram up in that link tree. Yeah, right there. Boom. That's how you do it.
I'm gonna definitely, reach out to everybody out there, advertise as much as I can, and make sure positivity water worldwide, global.
okay. All right. Well, yeah. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for coming on. We'll definitely, be doing this. So yeah, but thank you all for coming on, and congratulations with signing with Positivity. And we'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah. This is good. This is good. And if you all are just joining us, welcome in. We're talking to David and Walker, who's the owner of Positivity Water here, this good alkaline water company. And we're just talking to some of the college athletes that are signed to Positivity Water with the NIL program. So, yeah, so if you all have any questions, I don't even know what time it is. Let me see. I don't want to.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock.
Oh, okay, okay. Wow, it's been an hour already. Okay.
Yeah, we timed it perfectly.
Okay.
I'm it. That's it. It's a wrap. Full day.
Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. So if you do, feel free to DM Positivity Water athletes. If you're still accepting athletes, right? If they want to sign up.
Yes. Please put your applications in. The experience starts once you put your application in. And just so people wonder what the application is, you put in some information about yourself in your hometown and general contact information about your school and sport. And then you include your outrageous goal in life and your most positive moment. And we take a look at that, process it. You get invited to another link that'll include an agreement that you can take to your school to make sure you pass compliance. Okay, you can print this out and show them, or download it or upload it. They can take a look at it and say yes or no, and then give it back to you, and you can move on with what you're doing. But you have to comply. Once you do that, you can then upload your signed W-9. It's a tax form called a W-9. And if you're going to be in business and people got to pay you, they're going to tell the IRS they paid you, and the W-9 is what tells them. So you have to submit that. Submit a W-9, you initial, sign, type in your name, and submit. That makes you inside of our team positivity once you reach that step. After you reach that step inside of positivity, you then start the process of getting 3 things, okay? You get a case, right? A link with some commissions, and a lawyer. A case, a link, a lawyer, okay? So that's the idea, is that you're getting these things. We're examining each individual entrepreneur. So we have 850 entrepreneurs in our opinion. And then going to make determinations about who gets paid what if there's cash allotment based upon the revenues being generated. Because I believe in full closed loop recycling compensation. So the money that they earn will get paid back to the people who are help earning it, other than their commission. So there will be money cycling as the sales cycle. So this is designed to create a system, including a $1 fund. Remember, the $1 fund to go back to the athletes, but then they can also get a bonus at Christmas. How great is that going to be, right? Like, things go well. Again, no bonuses, promises. That's why it's called a bonus. You don't get it in the video game right away. You got to earn it.
Right.
You got to earn it here too. But the bonus is designed to be able to, be there, and just like another business would do, give them bonus. So there you go.
Okay.
So we're having fun with it.
Yeah, no, this is good. Definitely for our next session, because I feel like so many other questions that we didn't even really get to touch on. So yeah, definitely. So if you all want to get in contact, and if you all have college athletes or anyone students, definitely contact Positivity Water. Be sure to follow them, and the website link is pinned here. It's nil.positivitywater.com if you all want to sign up. Okay, I saw one more. I know we said we was gonna leave, David. Someone just asked one last question.
It's okay.
How does the W-9 affect their financial aid?
Ooh, that is a good question. Listen, this is why you guys got to treat yourself like a business. You do have to treat we got another one. One of our athletes is in. She says it's too late. But see, the question about the W-9 affect their school financial aid. No, so the answer is giving us a W-9 would not affect your financial aid. What will affect your financial aid is if you generate revenue from the company, meaning that we pay you money, the money that you pay will affect your income, and your income can affect your financial aid. That's all I'll say. That's all. I can't say everybody thinks is specific. Everybody's things is specific, but your W-9, should you earn money? Now, you're earning like $20 a month. How much is it going to affect it? Not much, right? But you start to have significant revenue, but that's a good thing. Financial aid is for people who cannot do that.
Right.
Let somebody else who doesn't know how to do what you're doing get financial aid, and you make money the way you should make money. Mm-hmm. So it's not terrible that you're making money not to be on financial aid from a capitalistic point of view. Mm-hmm. That's all.
Yeah.
But yes, it could affect it. You got to be careful. If you can't get in that middle zone, right, where you're not doing enough, but it's affecting it, and it's like you can't get stuck. So yes, you need to have somebody look at that for you.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
and I asked everyone if they have an accountant and a lawyer. So it's like like any other business. Like, do you have an accountant? You have a lawyer? Yeah. What's your tax ID number? LLC, if you got one. So those are all fair questions in our process.
Yeah, this is good. And I know, David, you want to just say the athlete for the next one, or you said you had someone that, or you want to bring them on next time, or what?
Yeah, let's do it again. We got to keep doing this.
Okay.
We're gonna do it. Let's do this. Let's talk. We'll do this. I think each week. I think it's a great way to get our message out, and that way I don't get as many DMs and phone calls and emails. Right? Like, did you watch the live?
Yeah. Join the live, and then this will be saved. So if anyone wants to
right. We'll go back and watch the live. We're gonna tell them. We're gonna put this live is going on that website. I promise you. By the end of the night, they're gonna click on there, and I'm like, listen to the live that way I just did before you ask me any questions, please.
Everything is here. Okay.
All right, no, we can get her in because it's not too late to get her in and say hi.
It's up to you. It's fine. Is she?
No. Yes.
Is she? What's her name? Is she? I don't see.
I think it's Shenanigans. Shenanigans.
Let's Let's see.
Shannigans.
I
You see
don't.
that? Shannigans. Maybe she just left. I saw her there. I know people by their Instagram names. That's crazy, right?
Well, yeah. Sometimes I know that more than their real name. Sometimes.
Yeah. I think that's there. She was there, but maybe she left.
Yeah. Don't see unless she wants to send us a request because I don't see her in here. Yeah, Shanigan, if you're still here, send us a request.
Yeah, there she is. Let's see if that pings her. No, I'm gonna make an extra time just to say hi. I want to say hi to everybody.
Yeah, let's see. Shenanigans 24. Let me see. CHANAN.
That's great.
I don't see. It says user.
Oh, maybe she had to go. Maybe she. Okay.
So, but yeah, tell
Well, anyway, hi. Sorry, I saw you pop up on my screen, so I know you were here. I know your heart is. Okay, we'll talk later.
Okay. All right, yeah. So thank you everyone for joining us. Like we said, follow Positivity Water. Athletes, if you want to sign up, visit nil.positivitywater.com and this live will be saved so y'all can go rewatch everything and we'll see y'all next week.
Thanks. Bye. Think positive, drink positivity.
Uh-huh.